Our weekend was good, man. So I'm building a YouTube recording studio type vibe. So this weekend I ordered everything. I just got it all yesterday. Like it got delivered to my house. Like I'm talking everything. Lights, cameras, uh back like I'm doing like a black wallpaper with black wood panels, the lights, like very professional, very like I don't know if you guys look up Iman Gotzi. His sit down videos, that literally that. I bought a teleprompter so that way like because yeah, saying things off the top of your head is cool, but it takes a lot of tries because like, you mess up, you stutter, whatever. So I bought a professional like teleprompter, like the shit that like you see on news channels and shit like that. So it'll go like right in front of the camera, so you will never know that I'm like, reading what I wrote already. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously I'll write it myself beforehand, but at least it comes the delivery is more, cleaner and so on and so forth. So yeah, I bought all that shit, table, chair, freaking you name it, bro. Everything. Mics. So all that shit got delivered yesterday. I got the handyman because I'm gonna do it right there, like in my crib. You guys will see it. Um, I got the handyman coming later so he could put up, the wallpaper, background, build the desk, install the shit, and yeah. So hopefully by tomorrow, I'll be able to do my first video on the new studio. So it should look pretty dope. Should look pretty clean, professional, nice, good lighting, good angles, good cameras. Um, and yeah, so really excited, man. Really about to take that YouTube shit serious, bro. I know I've gotten told that for years, and I've never did. So I think it's time. I think it's time. But yeah, so that was pretty much my weekend. I did that. I ordered all that stuff, got all that here delivered. I watched sports, went out to eat. I did some work. I got a whole 20, well, it's starting this week, but I know I won't probably see the fruit of that labor until 2026, we could say. But I kind of game plan like, like my YouTube, I've never really took it serious. Like I'll upload here and there. Now is that I've been uploading consistently. But I wrote down like, okay, these are topics that I really want to cover. I really want to do videos. I wrote down like 20 of them. And now I'm building the scripts for each one. So that way I could start recording them once my studio is done. So definitely got a lot of things in the works. 2026 should be a huge year. You see how our Zooms now be having like, 50, 100 people in them? Mark my words, 2026 we'll have 1,000 plus on the Zooms every day. So it'll be dope. It'll be cool. So yeah, so pretty much got all that done, did some work. And yeah, that was pretty much my weekend, man. How was your weekend? What's going on? What y'all did? See, this is the part of entrepreneurship a lot of people don't talk about. Like, yeah, it's cool when we have fun. Cool. But like most of it, a lot of it is like sitting down and game planning and all right, bro. Like how can we keep growing? You know what I'm saying? Especially like it's not like, we have freaking this magic notebook that tells us, oh, this is the next step to do in your career. No, there ain't nobody tells you what the next step is. You kind of like just roll with it and you figure it out as you go. That's what I tell people all the time. Nobody ever has it figured out, bro. Just get up and try something. Whether that's fucking e-commerce, you want to be a fitness influencer, you want to be a freaking TikToker, you want to be a trader, you want to be a e-com guy. It doesn't matter what the hell you want to do in life. Just get up and do it, bro. Nobody ever has it figured out. We kind of just figure out along the way. That's pretty much what I show people every fucking day, you know? So yeah, man. So looking at your 30, man. Let's look here at this higher time frame. So looking here at this 4 hour time frame, all these blue lines here I found on this 4 hour, all these blue boxes I found in the hourly, which I'm right now waiting on getting the recording. So this chart on my 3 day boot camp, I built this chart on there, and I kind of like this, so I'm using it today. I'm this looks because look at my main chart, bro. I haven't cleaned it up, low key. I'm not gonna lie. Look at my main one. I think it's this one. Oh no, hold on, save this, bro. Look at my main chart, bro. Is it this one? No, it's not this one. Is it this one? No, it's not this one. Is it this one? Look at this shit. This is my main chart, bro. So like it's a lot going on here, And it's I felt a little overwhelmed. When I saw this, I was like, whoa, this is a lot. This is, got a lot going on here, buddy. I've been using this chart, bro, since all the way back here. So since like July, more or less. Yeah, July, June is when I created this one. So, bro, it's been, every day adding to it. Should get pretty full quick. So, right, I created this one on last week on Thursday. And I like it because it's nice and clean. It's not much going on here, you know. So I get to see things a little clearer. So looking at this, you know, these blue boxes are hourly. This thick black line and this thick black line are my daily zones. So you know how I always on the daily like to find my high and my low. So it kind of gives me that range in between. So when I go down in the smaller time frames, so that's my high, that's my low on the daily, and then all these blue lines are 4 hour areas. So you know, resistance here, support here, resistance here, support here, resistance here. You know, resistance here, and then all these four boxes are from the hourly. So here you get to see them a little better. You know, resistance throughout here comes across. We use that as resistance over here. You know, this support that we used over here, use it as support over here. Well, what are the odds that it's support again here? This box here that was support back here, follow it to the right. Oh, no, support throughout here as well. We use it kind of like as a minor support over here too. Support throughout here as well. This blue line here, support back over here, support here as well. So you know that's the hourly. Pretty clean, pretty simple, nothing too crazy. I will upload a recording to this. I'm just waiting on my team to send me the video so I could send it to you guys. You kind of it's pretty easy. There's not much going on here. But at least you guys get to hear the whole explanation behind it. And later today at 7 p.m. we'll create a new one as well together. So that's cool. So looking at US 30 right now, right? So we did this massive retracement to the downside here, right? So we were nicely uptrending, right? As we all know, before boom, high highs, high lows, higher highs. And then, okay, this was all going smooth until we created a lower high here, right? And then price, boom, melts, breaks all these lows throughout here, right? Then comes back up, creates a new higher low, comes back up, creates a new higher low, and then comes here. This is the head and shoulders. You guys remember Thursday? That head and shoulders played out to a T, bro. I was pissed. That shit played out to a T, bro. But anyways, whatever. So yeah, so I got a head and shoulders here on the hourly. So boom, right? We got head. Oops. Put this here. Boom. We got head, right? We got right shoulder over here. Boom. And then we got left shoulder right here. Boom. Like them to be the same size. Whatever. Boom. So head and shoulders pattern right here. Price ends up melting off. This was what I was expecting on Thursday. Difference was I was waiting for it at 9 in the morning. It ended up happening at fucking midday. But anyways, head and shoulders played out to a T. Price pushes to the downside again from that, shoulder, right shoulder. Price comes down to the same area of support that we had respected prior, right? See it there? And then from here, price is currently pushing back up to the upside. Now, quite a little tricky situation where it's at because ideally, I would take a buy here, right? Especially the fact that this area was support, became resistance over here, and now we're trading above it. So I could, in theory, yes, take a buy here, which I probably might. The only thing stopping me is the fact that I know I got this right shoulder that I took this sell from last week. Now, why is that important? Because price could kind of like just come anywhere in between here. It doesn't matter. It could stop right here if it wants. And all it did was just create a new lower high, and then from here completely just melt back down again. You know what I mean? So that's something to keep in mind, right? Now, on top of that as well, we could even touch this resistance if we want to, reject this area again like we've done literally twice, and from there go and melt again. So it's a lot that could happen here, or simply, price could finally actually be bullish, and, this is going to just continue going to the upside. That's also a scenario, but I have all these little different factors in the way kind of stopping me from wanting to take those buys too aggressively. So instead of me taking those buys very aggressively, I might be a little patient and wait for price to break this resistance, which is not that far away. It's only 100 points. Like, realistically, if it's going to go up, it's just going to go up hundreds of points. So 100-point way is not really that big of a deal. But yeah, so that's kind of like where I'm at currently with this pair. Now, I might be a little aggressive on the buys due to the simple fact that the same area of resistance that we're using here. So if I use this area here just to show you guys, let's drag it left. What do we see? What do we see here? Boom. Look at that. So we've used the same area before as resistance. Price came back down. Once it broke above it, price ended up pushing back up to this resistance. But then look, they didn't really go that much higher. 100 points? And then from there, price just kept melting off. Same thing with here. Look, we rejected this area. Look, rejected this area. Boom. Came back down. Now we back at this area. So yes, we could, do the same scenario where we break up again and then come back to this area, which I could do that. I could take those buys or simply be patient and wait all the way up here. So kind of like a two-way street that I could go right now based on what I'm seeing. Definitely sells for sure. I will be looking to take sells below all these lows right here. So support here, right? Even if we drag it a little left, I'm seeing here, it was all through support throughout here. Drag it a little left. resistance all throughout here. So definitely that's an area here, very important. So I definitely for sure sells are for sure a thing here. So that's a little on the steep side. It's coming around that 250, currently around that 390. It's about 150 points away. But definitely the sells below this area will for sure be guaranteed to take us, at least back down somewhere down here, or at least even to this net support right here, which is about 130 points away from this area here. So a lot of different scenarios here that we could kind of take on US 30. Now, I might actually be a little on the aggressive side on the buys here, and definitely be looking to take some buys probably around this 440. I might wait a little, not too close to that area. I think 440 will give me plenty of space right here. Put this at 390. And if I understand, a 490, I could get out at 1-to-1, or I could get out at 540 at a 1-to-2. What's 540? 1-to-2. Yeah, there you go. So definitely a scenario here I could take right there. Boom. So let's put here 46, 440. Right. This could be a buy scenario here. It's 9:29. Market's about to open in about 19 seconds. So you see why I was saying to be careful around this area. Look at how price is rejecting, bro. So that's what I'm saying. You always want to keep in mind, how price reacts at certain zones, because that's what's going to dictate what you really end up doing. So let me put this buy stop 440. Price currently at 389. I'm at 3. Boom. Okay, so let's put this buy stop in place here. Boom. Okay. Running about a 35 point, 40 point difference. Okay, boom. All right. Cool. So that's that there. But yeah, going a little on the aggressive side on the buys. Realistically, I wanted to way above here, but I'll go a little on the aggressive side on them. Boom. Okay, so boom. All right, so buy stops looking at, I was about to say I just got put in. Okay, yeah, fire. Okay, cool. Okay, got this at 390. Boom. Now sells. I could be very patient. Wait for them to come. This is just me just game planning ahead. I could wait for them to come below this area. I'll be really patient. I'll be really, really patient. Or I could be a little bit less patient and really start taking them below. We start breaking this area of support here, which was all resistance throughout here, support throughout here, support throughout here. We'll see. We'll adapt to that one as time gets closer to theirs, whatever ends up happening here. Let's see. Went a little bit on the aggressive on the entry. I wonder if we got some news, yo. Let me check all that. Let's see, Forbes factor. No news today. Zero news today. Nice. I like that. Actually, no. Today's the 20th. Oh yeah, today's the 20th. Tomorrow we have no news. Nice. Okay. That's good. Oh, actually, we have a FOMC member speaks at 9, but it's a yellow folder. It's nothing too crazy. Another one speaks at 3:30. It's a yellow folder. It's nothing too crazy. What we got? Wednesday. No news on Wednesday. Okay, so we're looking quite newsless this week. It's a good and a bad thing. I personally like news just because of the volume. I know a lot of people might think otherwise. I generally enjoy them because I feel like I hit my take profits much faster. Um, you know, that's just personal preference. Some people get scared of them. I kind of like them. I think they're cool. Like the way I see news is, bro, if I understand already ahead of time based on market structure that I might close at a 1-to-1. Let's see how volume looks here. Haven't quite hit my 1-to-1 yet. It kissed it. Definitely kissed it. Literally kissed it. Okay, there we go. All right. You know what? I'm probably gonna look to close around this 1-to-1. Boom. I just closed right now. All right, perfect. So quick little 1-to-1. Like this should start the week right. as we all guys know, my Mondays I like to start them just with a dub, bro. I need to see that dub on the board. How much we made today, man? Let's see. I know it was. I didn't risk that crazy. It was Monday. Trades. Oh no. Where do I see that? Oh, where? Okay. Well, we closed the day at. Okay, not bad. I risked $1,500 to make $1,500, so it's not bad. $1,500 on this beautiful Monday morning. Nice little 1-to-1. Nothing too crazy. To me, Mondays are just to put that dub on the board. So now, come tomorrow, I'm not starting tomorrow with my original capital that I had allocated for the week. I'm starting with a free $1,500 I made today. So come tomorrow, now I use that 1,500 to risk it on my first trade. And if that one goes for a 1-to-2, well, I just made 3,000 on a free 1,500 I got the day prior. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much why Mondays I like to just put a dub on the board. I hope you guys get into that habit as well. Mondays don't go for home runs on Mondays. Mondays are just base plays. You want to get on first base, second base, third base. Now, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, those are the heavy hitter days. Fridays are 50-50. If you like them, you like them. If you don't, you don't. Mondays are kind of like, oh, let's get on base. Now, Tuesday, I'm trying to hit that home run. Wednesday, I'm trying to hit that home run. And Thursday, I'm trying to hit that home run. So, beautiful start to the week. Dub or what? What we got going on, man? Easy, easy dub. Wait, there you go, bro. It's just Mondays for me are, let me put this dub on the board, bro. Let me get this. It's kind of like the gym, right? On Mondays, I don't really believe it or not. I try not to lift. Like today, I'm probably gonna go to the gym, do cardio, do full body, muscle ups, pull ups, a little bit of back, just to kind of warm up the body. Now, come tomorrow though, I'm going on that 3 plates on the bench for sure. You know what I'm saying? So easy, nice and easy, easy day, easy play. Kind of call a good volume play right there. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this is probably gonna keep going for that 1-to-2, but I just didn't feel like going through all this bullshit of price coming back down, retesting, then maybe in an hour, want to come fucking spend 2 hours to wait for that 1-to-2. But yeah, easy. I love you all. My LTE students, I'll see you guys later at 7 p.m. And the rest of you guys, I love you all. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And yeah, peace. Oh, look. See what I told you? See what I told you? Look at that. I'm pretty sure this setup's gonna do pretty good. But yeah, man. Love you all. Peace, guys.